this process, you will learn to be creative, okay? It's a learned skill. Just engage, okay? Why was Pokemon Go successful? Aside from the fact that it's the biggest IP in the world.
Because it was a fake way for people to have Pokemon in real life.
Okay, but go deeper. Like, why do people care about that? Like, human nature-wise, why do people care?
People have very nostalgic attachments to Pokemon.
There
And
you go.
so when they were a kid, that's
a
what they
factor.
wanted.
Exactly, that's a factor.
That's why Pokemon is so popular, right? They had a stretch. Let me tell you something. They had a stretch with the Switch games for like 3-4 years in a row. They were actually dog shit, like to Pokemon standards, which is already like not that. They were like really bad. Only like in the past couple of years did they start to like make like better games, because they were banking on that so much.
Yeah, I have a thought here, and I think, thinking about it now, I think the logic might also apply to the Pokemon games themselves, but I don't know. I think part of the reason why Pokemon Go was so successful was because it had such shit mechanics. The gameplay loop was not fun.
I'm like 900% sure that people they got that without knowing what the mechanics were going to be.
Yeah. But it gets boring after like you catch 2 Pokemon.
No, but you're not.
It's like, then what do I do now? What
you're
the
not
fuck
understanding,
do?
bro.
Oh, let me go here. Oh, another fucking rattata. Great.
Yeah, no, you're
another
not.
fucking pidgey.
You're not understanding Pokemon fans, bro. Pokemon fans have fun.
No,
doing that.
dude. It was popular with not Pokemon fans. It was popular with Afraaz and Ishan and all of them. It was popular with girls. It was popular with moms. It was popular with fucking Hillary Clinton. That's what I'm talking about. When I was at Mosaic, we did a sleepover. We pulled up to Ariba Lakani's house, right? It was like 50 of us. 10 people were inside talking like fucking gossip, doing their bullshit. The all rest of 40 of us were all just walking around the neighborhood playing Pokemon Go. All of us. And meeting other people in the neighborhood. It was it was genuinely like a crazy time. It's never been replicated before. I think if they had fun gameplay, people would have been glued to their screens. If the gameplay was good, it would have given them an excuse to go back into the screens. They expect it to be fun. They met up with people in real life, and then there's nothing left to do in the game because the game is so fucking boring and the gameplay loop ends so fast, and there's nothing left to do, that it's like, oh, might as well look up from our phones, you know? And I think that's actually the factor that was like a make or break, which
That's
made
what
it.
they do with all their games is that they
That's what I
put
was thinking.
Minimal effort into it because they bank on nostalgia, and then.
But I think the minimal effort plays into it because you fill in the rest of the game with whatever you want it to be. So it gives people Pokemon Go gave people a low effort, low barrier to entry to go meet strangers.
I don't think they got it with that intention though.
Yeah, I know. I don't think they got it with that intention, but that's what it ended up being. Like it was, because like talking to strangers is like, oh, it's fucking. There's so many barriers, you know. But this removed the barrier. It's like we all have the same goal. The superordinate goal. Have you heard about that? Superordinate goals is what dissolves the barriers between groups and says, okay, we all have the same like goal. How could we not work together on this? You know, even if the goal is to compete with each other. But I think because its gameplay is so bad, that's partially why it works so well to bridge those gaps and allow people to be way more social for like a week with people they would never talk to. So my initial strategy of make a more fun Pokemon Go, I don't think is gonna work. But then this is the chance to be creative because you don't just go like, all right, give up. Now a block has happened. When there's a block there, that means there's secretly something behind that you have to break through and find. There's a treasure behind it, you know? That's how you got to look at every like creative block. The harder the block is, the more rewarding the treasure is behind it.